So I just bought an Audi A1 that doesn't drive. So it's Audi A1 2014 S-Line, which I currently bought from Copart, and it's stated as runs but doesn't drive. That was the additional info at the Copart. So the car has been previously repaired in 2022. It was category S. It had a front bumper damage and I think rear boot. So I did a full report. It came up with all the pictures from the accident. And a few weeks ago, someone advertised this on through the Copart. As obviously private sale through Copart. It's only 78,000 miles. The only issue was that the car doesn't drive. So they brought me this car from Copart yesterday. The car starts, but we couldn't put it into the gear. Well, it actually you can put it into the gear, but we couldn't move it either forwards or backwards. We left the car in neutral and still didn't want to move from the recovery track. So somehow we managed to stick it into the reverse gear, gave it some revs, and luckily it moved backwards. So I checked it on the driveway after all. It goes into first gear, it's moving forwards, and it going backwards as well on the reverse. But I still not sure what the issue was. Either it's a gearbox or the drive shafts. Yeah, can't really tell. After all, the bodywork isn't as bad. The front headlights will need replacing. I'm not sure whether you can see it clearly on the camera, but they got loads of little cracks on both of the headlights, so them two will need replacing. It's got some aftermarket alloys, obviously black roof. It's not panoramic or anything like that, but it is a good touch to the white car. Half leather interior. And yeah, there's no like dents or scratches on the car apart of the rear bumper that can be fixed. I'm going to weld all that crack, then use some filler and respray it. Obviously parking sensors are missing. I'm not sure where they gone, and this little part from diffuser is missing as well, but hopefully I can find this part on eBay. And yeah, after all, it doesn't look too bad. I'm going to start the engine now, show you how it sounds like, and then I will try to drive it forwards and backwards, see if it still moves. But the plan for today is to get that car on a stance. Obviously lift both of the front wheels and check the gearbox. Obviously see if it runs through all the gears. I didn't take it on the road just in case it would just break down, and then without any insurance I won't be able to do anything. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Right, so this is what's exactly wrong with the car. I moved it forwards and backwards a couple of times, and now as you can see the car is in neutral, the engine is running. When I'm trying to push the car, there is definitely something wrong with the gearbox. Right, so the car is in neutral now. Got the handbrake on. I've managed to put the car on a stance. And I can't move the wheels. It seems like it sits in the gear. So you're trying to push the wheels through the gears. Oh yeah, it goes and then it stops. It doesn't want to go any backwards a little bit. Yeah. So I'm not sure. It's possibly a clutch. Obviously I can see it. I can hear it. Once I'm pressing the clutch pedal, so you can hear the noise from the clutch. The question is if the gearbox is fine. Yeah, so it's time to order a new clutch and possibly a second-hand gearbox, just to be sure. If I replace the clutch, and the gearbox will be no good, then it's no point to do the same job again. So I finally managed to find second-hand gearbox, and I also got new clutch, and I also ordered both sides drive shafts, as I thought it could be drive shafts, but it ended up being the gearbox issue. So I also got this gearbox oil. It's only 1 liter, so I need to buy another one. I think the gearbox capacity is 2 liters. And I got this clutch tool, and that will help me to align the clutch. So yeah, it's a big job. I never replaced the clutch before, so I'm going to park it up in the garage and then start taking the wheels off, the drive shafts, and then probably take the airbox out and remove a couple of parts from that are mounted on the top of the gearbox, and then drain the oil. So as you heard in a video, the gearbox is pretty bad. I just picked up these little pieces from under the car, so I'm just gonna go under and have a look where it came from. So I've never looked under the car before, but now we can clearly see where the issue is with the gearbox and why it's making so much noise. So it definitely needs replacing. So on the passenger side, I've removed the wheel arch and the drive shaft. Came out without any issues, but on the driver's side, I disconnected drive shaft from the gearbox, but I'm struggling to get it removed from the hub. I used this hammer, but no chance. I put loads of DW40, but it's stuck, so I'm not sure how to get it out and why it sits in there so tight. And yeah, so I think I have to order like a special tool. I believe it's a hub remover or CV joint remover. I'm gonna put it on, connect it to those 2 or 3 bolts and push that bolt out, and hopefully we'll be able to remove it. But at the moment I'm stuck and I can't go any further. I might just remove the airbox and start disconnecting the gearbox from the top. So I got this tool now, but still can't remove this CV joint from the hub. So I'm not sure, maybe I will have to get the new hub and the bearing, or I might just leave the old CV axle as it is, as I managed to undo the inner CV joint, disconnect it from the gearbox. I also disconnect the bolt. I got the new gearbox here, so that's disconnected from the gearbox, and I remove also this bolt. I remove 2 bottom bolts. I have to disconnect the exhaust from the engine to get the access to these 2 bolts. This bolt is also disconnected. That's where the alternator connects to the gearbox, and I got these 2 bolts holding onto the engine at the moment, which I'm going to remove now, and then hopefully I will be able to remove the gearbox, as everything from the top, as you can see here, I've disconnected. So yeah, 2 more bolts and should be able to get the gearbox out. managed to remove the old gearbox, and that's the damage. I barely removed it, so we'll be struggling to put this one back on. Yeah, it's not as easy job. Yeah, but you can clearly see the damage that was blocking the gears. So yeah, I just have to get new clutch as well. And that's the clutch. As you can see, it's all damaged on the outside, so I'm going to replace the clutch as well. I just need to get this socket for these bolts. I just have to replace this part now, put it onto the new gearbox, and that's how the old clutch looks like. You can compare it to the new one. That's the new clutch, and that's the old one. So that's new clutch fitted now. The drive shaft is there ready as well. We also replaced this bit with the bearing, so that's new. Now it's time to install the new gearbox. So finally got the gearbox fitted. I refit the airbox as well. On the passenger side, I've got new drive shaft, new drop link and new ball joint. I've connected everything. I put the wheel arch back on. I have to put the wheel on the driver side. I had to remove the old hub with the old drive shaft, as I couldn't remove it. So I got here new hub with the bearing, new ball joint, which I'm going to refit now. Then put the wheel on, and the last job will be to drain the rest of the old oil from the gearbox and put this new 2 liters of new oil in, start it up and take it for a test drive, and hopefully I fitted everything as it should, and yeah, let's fingers crossed that it will drive. And now I can focus on the gearbox. To drain the oil, I have to take this bolt out and this one out, and hopefully I can drain the rest of the oil, and then undo this one with the sensor, and that is a fill plug, so I will fill the new oil through this hole. Okay, so it looks like there is no oil in the gearbox, so I can put new one in. I think the capacity is 2 liters. Now put this back on. Just to make sure they are tight, so I'm not gonna lose any oil. Okay, and now I have to open this fill plug, and it is 22 socket. That's the rest of the oil now. That's exactly 2 liters. I had to put 10 of these into the gearbox. They are only 200 ml. Right. I'm hoping that will be enough of the oil. Now I can refit this drain plug. The sensor, sorry, and the fuel plug. Okay, just gonna tighten it up. Yeah, I'll be alright. Now I can connect that sensor. Right, the gearbox oil is in. While I've got the car on the stands, on the jack stand still, I can now start up the engine and check if it goes through all the gears before I take it on the road. Yeah. Moment of truth. Right, that was a cold start. So it's a little bit noisy. I don't know, why is it so noisy? Start it up again. No, is that the gearbox? Is that the maybe new clutch? Right, I think I managed to fix that noise. You can see I'm now pressing the clutch. It works nice and smooth. There is no noise from the engine, as you can hear it. Let me show you where that noise was coming from. So the noise was coming from under the gearbox. As you can see, this metal bracket was rubbing against the clutch, so I had to bend it a little bit, and now it's not in contact with the clutch anymore, so it's not nice and quiet. But yeah, I had no idea that this was bent. I thought it was the release bearing, or that I put the clutch the wrong way around, but luckily it was easy fix. So now the next job is to replace that ABS wheel speed sensor, because the old one broke when I took it out from the old wheel hub. And then I got all the filters and the engine oil, and I'm just gonna do a full service on it. And now I can start draining the oil. There was a 19mm bolt at the back of the sump. Just have to remove it. I warmed up the engine a little bit, so the whole oil hopefully will come out. Oh, it shoot up a bit far. Oh, it's a black oil. Yeah, I wonder when was the last time when it was the service done. I'm going to use this to take out oil filter. Okay, that's loose. Keep turning left to remove it. Here we are. Old oil filter. And that's the new filter. Before I fit it, I'm gonna put a little bit of new oil around the seal. And now new filter is ready to go. I believe it only have to be hand tight, so I don't wanna tight it too much. So the new oil filter is fitted, and in the meantime the engine oil is still dripping. I can now remove this part of the airbox and fit the new air filter. there are 6 torque screws. Once you remove them, this top should come out. That's the old air filter. You can see how dirty it is. And then to remove, you just have to turn it left and then pull it out. That's the old and the new. You can see the difference. Now we can install the new one. Just push it in, turn right, make sure it's not going anywhere. And now we can put it back. See this little hose disconnected, so make sure you put that plug, this one, back in as well. Now I refit the drain plug. Now I'm gonna put the oil in. I'm using 5W40 Mobile Super 3000, and according to manual, the engine takes 3.6 liters. So get this little line here. So yeah, I'm going to put that 3.6 liter in, and then I'm gonna drop the car down off the stands, make sure it's level, and I'm gonna check the level of the oil, and it's either gonna top it up or maybe stay as it is. And I might just start the engine up in the meantime and check, because obviously the oil filter will take some of oil in as well, and then I will wait a few minutes and check the level again. So the new air filter is in, new oil filter, new oil, and now it's time to move on to fuel filter now. Fuel filter is located under the car, just there, and I'm going to, I don't know if I will be able to record it, but I'm gonna do the fuel filter now. Right, so all the filters are done. Engine running nice and smooth. The only thing I got left is the cabin filter, this one here, and it's located under the glove box. Right, that's the old one. It looks like it hasn't been changed for a long time. And that's the new. And I've got another little job to replace the headlights as the passenger headlight. As you can see, you got a massive crack on here and a broken bracket on the back, and same with the driver's side. The bracket is broken, plus the lenses doesn't look clear, so I bought second-hand headlights and I got to replace them now. There are 2 torque screws, 2 on the top, 1, 2, and the third one on the bottom there. Obviously the bracket is broken, so someone put it like a screw onto there, which I have to remove it. Right, the driver's side headlight is removed. There's obviously 3 bolts, 2 on the top, 1 on the back. Obviously this bracket is broken. There's also these 2 top brackets. They sit right here. You have to loosen these 2 torques. It looks exactly the same, so you have to loosen this up and it pushes out, same like this one, and then you are able to remove the headlight. Now I have to do exactly the same on the new headlight. Take the brackets out, push the headlights in, and then install the brackets and put these 3 bolts. And the new headlights installed, fully working now. Yeah, job done. Right, and the last job is the power steering pump. It's noisy. I got here second-hand power steering pump. Let me just show you what noise is it actually making. Plus the steering is a little bit hard when turning, so I believe that will be the pump. Yeah, so to get the access to the power steering pump, I just need to remove the wheel and the wheel arch, and the power steering pump just sits literally just there when you see the top of the filler cup. So that's what I'm going to do now, replace it with the second-hand one, and hopefully there'll be no more noise anymore. and that it will work as it should. The only issue is that I will probably have to plug it into VCDS and record in as this pump is from different car, so it might need coding because there probably will be fault on a dash. So I have removed the old pump. This is the old one. I already swapped over this socket. I don't know, it wasn't connected to anything. There was only these two that are connected to these two cables. I disconnected these two hoses, and that's the old fluid that came out. So now I'm going to install this new pump. Although there is different numbers to the old one, as I mentioned earlier, it will probably needs to be coded. But for now, let me install this one onto the car, plug it in, and put new fluid, and then see if there is any difference. And now the new pump is fitted. The next step is to fill it with the new fluid. I'm not sure how much it actually goes in there. When I drained it, I think it was like half a liter. So I got 1 liter bottle here. Just gonna fill it up slowly. Okay, that was like half of the bottle, so 500 ml. And now I'm going to put the ignition on and try to turn the wheels left and right full lock a few times to get the bubbles out from the system before I start the car up. Right, so I topped up the fluid. I turn steering wheel a few times to the left and right full lock with the ignition on, and now I'm going to close the bottle, and then I'm gonna start the engine up and see if there's any lights on the dash, and if the pump making if the pump's still making noise as it was before. So I started the car up. There is no power steering light on the dash. There's only that airbag, which was before. But when I turn the steering wheel, you can still hear the noise. I have no idea why is that, to be fair.